Hi Scorpios! Thank you so much for visiting the channel with me. Today we're doing a very general reading. It's going to be for Sun and Moon viewers. If you have a Sun or Moon within Scorpio, these messages are to offer you clarity and guidance for the week, okay? But they're very general and time is an illusion. So anytime that you come and receive this message, I hope that it helps you. I hope it helps you find your journey and your path and stay consistent in that. You know, I hope that you stay consistent. I feel like you're going through a lot of loss in your environment. You're feeling defeated, feeling very, very defeated at this time, Scorpio. Maybe your emotional investments in the past have really let you down today. And I'm sorry for that. I really am. Hey, please stop. I'm trying to, please stop. I'm sorry. I feel like you're having a hard time getting time by yourself. I feel like you're having a hard time accepting your own feelings right now, because I think that you continuously put your feelings in a position where you're a victim of them instead of control of them, right? I want you to recognize, for all of my Scorpio Sun and Moon viewers, I don't feel like this message is going to be received very easily by a lot of you. I don't feel like you'll be happy watching this video, but my channel is for personal development. It's not so much for cross-watching as I read for Sun and Moon signs. So this reading is more about you than anyone else. And so I do also want you to keep in mind that this is how you're looking. You're looking as if you're very depleted, right? You're defeated in your emotional investments. So there is always 5 cups in the message. There's 3 standing behind him and 2 that haven't even completely poured out. Like in this message, these cups, although one is tipped and the others are kind of tilted, you can't really see whether or not they're filled or not filled. And so that is the illusion in this reading here, is that your emotional investments, they have not left you, okay? I'm getting a little frazzled in this reading, sorry, but I have to deal with my son who won't give me any space to sit inside. He wants to be right up underneath me. But it's a part of the reading, you know. Everything happens for a reason. So I think in a way you're also dealing with this, dealing with a lot of people or a lot of entities that are just demanding so much of you that you can't really recognize the truth of what you have, okay? And so I will continue to say that this 5 of Cups is about change, right? A change in your emotions, right? Not so much where you're invested in, but in the way you view your emotions today. Because there's a lot of fruits on this tree behind this man, but he's sitting there on his bended knees and he feels defeated. I'm going to say this is by choice, Scorpio. I feel like you feel very defeated by your own choice. Because again, you cannot see that these cups were even filled with water. Thanks God. But you can see that there is light in every one of them, even the one that's tilted. So the light in these cups are a representation of the light within yourself. If you should choose to pick up your emotional investments where they are today, no matter where they are invested, and just recognize that those ties have not ended. No way, no shape or form have they ended, but they are transforming. As this is a number of 5 in your environment, they are asking for change. They are asking for you to change where you're putting them. Maybe where you're putting them, because in your environment right now, I feel like you don't feel very fulfilled. I feel like you feel defeated. Right? Again, probably dealing with some people who need you a lot more than you need them. Okay? All right, so here we go. Scorpio, Sun and Moon viewers. Scorpio. All right, so I'm going to cut your deck for the rest of your messages, but that one just had to come out. Your environment space had to come out. I think that's the most important part of this message, is where you are today. Recognizing that where you are today doesn't give to you. It's actually taking more than it's giving. Scorpio. All right, so one more card wants to come out is the Seven of Pentacles. So I'll let that one come out for your head and heart space. Seven of Pentacles in the heart would tell me that you have some investments that you are still holding on to. Some earthly investments. While they may not make sense to everyone else around you, they make sense to you. They're your hard-earned investments. And you're not just quite willing to just give them up overnight for just any and anything, you know? Like, people may say, please let go of it. Please give up. Please don't. Why are you still there? Why are you still working on that? I feel like they're connected to you. They're connected in your being. And so that's why. When it doesn't make sense to anyone else, that's why. But you do want a romantic offer, right? Your overall energy is telling me that I would like to find the dream again. I would like to visualize what the dream looks like for myself and find a way back to it. Find a way back to how I can get there, okay? I feel like this video is so bright, but hopefully, maybe I won't do the next one out here, but I don't know. And so underneath that is the page. So not really getting that spark of idea yet, because again, your entire being right now, as your energy comes to receive this message, is asking you to fully visualize what the next chapter of your life is to look like, what the next few years of your life is supposed to look like, because you're holding on, your heart's holding on to what it already has, not willing to let go. I've invested too much time, too much money, too much. I've worked for this. I can't just let this go. And your environment is focused on your emotions, where you're putting your emotional investments. It's everybody around you, and it's not fulfilling. It's not fulfilling, Scorpio. It's just not. All right, so here we go. Influence. What's going to make you move? What's going to make you transform? Well, nothing but transformation itself. Nothing but Scorpio season coming around the corner. It's my B-Day. What do I want to do on my B-Day? Oh, I don't want to do it like I've always done it, Mel. You know, like, I hope you say that to yourself. You know, I hope you say, all right, well, let me try something different. Let me do something new. Because that's what you guys represent. Your transformation. Your death card says that although something is dying, that doesn't mean that something else isn't coming. Okay? That means I'm bored with the way my life is today. I'm not happy with the way my life is today. I actually want to experience more out of life. So in order to experience more, you're going to have to, one, stop doing this. Stop holding on to these coins as if they mean more than the air that you breathe, because they don't. Yes, they're expensive. Yes, they're nice. Yes, they come with familiarity. But how much are they really holding you back? How much is your heart being invested in things really holding you back? Because again, your heart is held up on things. And I'm not discrediting that. Maybe it's a piece of jewelry. Maybe it's a fine house. Maybe it's a nice car. But the thing is, if in you being a spiritual being, putting more on things than yourself, you are then a subject of things, and not just the channel that is blowing through air and blood and every bit of magicianal, every bit of like power that you have in creating something different, right? Something more fulfilling than what you're holding on to, right? So let's go to your present energy, what you're currently dealing with. Just willy-nilly carrying all of these passionate investments, all these passionate investments that you've had in your past. It's been 10 years, Mel, and I was really passionate about those 10 years. Those 10 years I invested, and I invested with my creative self, myself that said that I'm abundant, I'm a creative personality, I'm a creative being. I have every bit of spark in me, every bit of Picasso to say, you know, like, this is what I had. But I feel like, again, this person is carrying the past load, and they're almost going backwards instead of going forwards with it. So yes, you have a lot of passion built up over the years within something that you're still holding on to, but are you going backwards for what? Why? Are you wanting to lapse that experience, meaning like, let me go back and do it, let me have the same thing again? It happens that way. I could certainly see that for some of you. I can certainly see that some of you feel like you met a peak at your life, and that point of your life is all you want to experience today. It's like saying, you know what? I love this ride, and instead of enjoying all the other rides at the park, I'll just get on this one all day, Mel. I'm just going to ride this one all day. Well, that's great. But the only thing about that is you're not going to experience new heights. You're just going to get to that height again and go back down, and get to that height again and go back down. And the truth about that is our experiences are only created once in a lifetime, right? You have that once in a lifetime experience. And no matter, I mean, you can recreate it. Yes, you can, but you're going to have to recreate it with new things, right? So let's say you want to experience that same timeline where I was good at my job, right? And because you need to be good at the job again, you'll go to another job and you'll be good at that same job again in the same way. But are you really getting to a new level of fulfillment, or are you just recreating this level knowing that you know what the outcome is? Are you afraid of new outcomes? There's that too. Are you afraid of a new, different type of fulfillment? Did you even know there were different types? Did you give yourself the chance to think about trying another way of being fulfilled? I don't know. But let's go ahead and move into your future. So sitting here looking at the offers the divine is giving you, but just not really feeling drawn to them. I feel like you're getting the wish, like you're getting what you're wishing for, but because it's not in the way that you're asking it to come into your being, you're like, nah, I'll just sit here and wait. I'll just sit here and wait for this reconciliation that I want so bad. You know, I see that the cup is like being held out of the sky, and they're like, please drink it, drink my water. But nah, I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm cool where I am. Like, I'm not hurting, Mel. I'm not going without, Mel. I'm great. You know, I have everything I need. Just waiting on this reconciliation. Just waiting on this reconciliation. That's cool. That's cool. So now we have 9 cups on the board. We have 7 pentacles. We have 10 wands, and we have the death card. Let's bring on the next card. So we have our advice. Wow. The card everybody has to have in this lifetime, of course. This card is the 2 of Cups. It's the equal give and take within emotional investments, but this connection comes from within. This is a feeling, right? This is in the element of water, which talks about feelings. So in order to feel this on the external, you have to feel this on the internal. Okay? So what part of you feels as though you're giving equally to yourself? I want to feel this. And if I want to feel this way, what part of you are creating what you want to feel? For example, I always like to say flowers, because flowers make me feel the way I feel to make another person feel, right? What are you investing in that's reciprocating that same feeling, you know? And maybe you're doing it. And the more that you do it, they're saying the greater it's going to become. Especially in the Scorpion season, which is your season, I feel like B-Day. B-Day is really going to bring on to you this acceptance of the transformation, this acceptance of allowing yourself to let some things go and not fear that it won't come back. Just if you want something back, I would challenge you to want it back in a certain way. Like want it to be delivered in a certain way that you're willing to go for it. Okay? So again, that's what I see here for you, Scorpio. As I merge your timelines, I'm going to go ahead and pull your angel message. So let's go ahead and get your angel message. Going over the past timeline was so focused on the fact that you feel defeated. You're the one who are making yourself, you or someone you're connected to is making you feel defeated because they're going backwards with all of their responsibilities, with all of the things that they were passionate about. They're willy-nilly carrying them, but carrying them in the wrong direction. You're not moving forward. You're just wanting to go back in a circle, a downward spiral, okay? And then your heart really wants to say, okay, because you love these investments, because you feel so invested in things now instead of your emotions, because I'm reading for water today, but it's so funny that all of the water sign messages are about what they already have. Have you lost yourselves? I'm really discouraged that you feel like you've lost yourself. Why? Why would you allow yourself to lose yourself? I praise anyone who's of water element because you've come literally impulsively created with his idea of love, with his expression of love. You have the element. And of course, with you guys being at the top of the element, you have that much discernment. But how have you been using it for yourself? Are you so willing to do it for someone else that you're not doing it for yourself anymore? Have you forgot that it's an equal give and take that you're searching for? Not just I do it effortlessly. I want you to recognize that I can do it. We know you can do it, but how much can you make another person show up for you? I mean, like, the King of Water is also the most magical in its emotional delivery, and it also knows how to manipulate the best too, in its darkest side. But I give you permission to do so if you're gonna do it for yourself, if you're gonna do it to make someone else rise to the occasion for you, because trust me, you're willing to go more than halfway for this person, but what are they willing to do for you? Are you making them do it? You're the angel of kindness. It says, I am free and powerful source of life and kindness. The essence of kindness is to realize the intricate and delicate network that we form with the beings in every kingdom, in all dimensions. The kindness of the soul inspires us to care lovingly and responsibly for our relationships with people, animals, plants, and things. To be kind is to realize within our hearts our total interdependence, and to be thankful for all kingdoms of life, exactly as they are. Okay? So to be kind is to realize within our hearts our total interdependence, and to be thankful for all kingdoms of life, exactly as they are. So are you thankful for the experiences you've had as they are today? Not because you want them to show up in a certain way, but as they are today. Because again, I don't feel like anything you've had, you lost. I think if anything, you're holding too tight to the things that you've planted, not feeling as though that they will come back and come back in a better way for you. Okay? All right, so your last card here, Scorpio. Your last card. It's so hot out here. I'm about to go inside. All right, so the universe has your back. What's the message from the universe for Scorpio for this weekly reading, sun and moon viewers? Thank you for dealing with me out here in the sun. I really just wanted to do the reading so that you guys could get some healing from all of this around us, because not everyone spends enough time outside. Not everyone gets the time to spend outside because we have to work to make a living, you know? So that's why I try to make myself sit out here in these hot places so that you guys can get a minute to breathe, to take in this beauty that's free to us. You know, it's so free that it is taken for granted. Like I feel like you are in this reading. I feel like you're so free that you're being taken for granted. You know, you're like, here, use me, use me. Not cool, not cool, Scorpio. You're worth so much more than that. I'm sorry, but I keep getting 3 cards for you, but I'm not reading 3 cards. I just want you to know that's a very strong number. 3. I do see it within you wanting to reconcile, but I do see that you also need to come into union with yourself. Come into union with who you are. Come into union with your element. Are you feeling that of what you want to receive? And are you holding others to that accountability? Are you saying, hey, I'm going to hold you to how you make me feel? I choose love no matter what. Choose love no matter what. And don't make love a poor definition, okay? Love is just that, okay? Don't change the definition of it. Just notice what makes you feel love and what doesn't. You don't need to argue with anyone, and you don't need to get to this point where you feel defeated. You just need to look at these cups as representation no longer of the water investment, but the light that you continually are. I hope that you receive this message. I hope that you stay tuned for the next one. I love you so much. Bye.